Do you know that old headache when it comes to weighing materials in industry? Well, in today's analysis, we're going to take a look at how Hardy Process Solutions is literally changing the game through intelligent automation and weightless calibration. For those who live the day to day of manufacturing, the weight of inputs is not just a number flashing on a screen. It is the foundation of all quality control, the safety of those on the factory floor, and of course, the company's profit. The question that honestly addresses a decades old problem: what if calibrating a gigantic silo no longer required tons and tons of test weights? Traditionally, we know that this means dragging incredibly heavy metal blocks across the entire factory, requiring time and a lot of effort. But just imagine if this logistical nightmare was simply no longer necessary. It is a true paradigm shift in industrial maintenance. To understand all this, our agenda today covers 5 quick and direct points. First, the industrial weighing challenge. Then, Hardy's toolbox. Next, unlocking weightless calibration. Fourth, perfect automation integration. And finally, the real impact on manufacturing. Let's go! Starting with our first part, the industrial weighing challenge, where we will discover the true hidden costs of calibration. Look at the huge contrast in methodologies. In traditional calibration, we need to stop everything, empty the material that is on the scale, and then begins that exhausting lifting of immense blocks. It is a big safety risk and generates machine downtime that costs a fortune. Now, the ideal state is fast, does not use weights, and provides 100% reliable data. That is what we want to achieve. And to understand the relief this brings in practice, just listen to those on the front line. Mike, who is a maintenance manager, summed up the situation very well. He said that working with Hardy, he knows that the maintenance he performs is reliable and that the equipment will function as expected. It is exactly taking that enormous weight off the team's shoulders. Part 2, Hardy's Toolbox. Let's demystify what is behind this technology. But how does it work in the real world? It all starts with this incredible innovation called Waver Saver. We know that the factory floor is noisy. Motors vibrate, machines shake all the time. Waver Saver works like a noise-canceling headphone, but focused on the mechanics of the scale. It eliminates external vibration in the weight signal, providing pure data for fast and precise reading. Simply brilliant. And the toolbox does not stop at vibration control. We have fantastic management features such as the integrated technician in Hardy that helps isolate the weighing supports and diagnose anomalies directly from the panel with total safety. There is also an embedded web server, so we can access everything remotely, and a secure memory module that saves and recovers the configurations instantly if we need to replace any part. Goodbye to the reconfiguration puzzle. Part 3, Weightless Calibration, the magic of C2. This is where the true magic of C2 technology lives. Here we are talking about the big star of the show. Hardy's C2 technology allows fast and super easy electronic calibration of the entire weighing system, cutting at the root the need for those heavy test weights. This has been done in thousands of systems for decades, saving teams from having to empty silos or take ergonomic risks. The C2 process is divided into 4 basic steps. First, the system searches for the certified C2 load points. Second, it scans and reads the fully traceable performance data that is stored on a microchip in the cell itself. Third, just insert an initial reference point. And fourth, we verify everything with a very small weight, between about 25 and 100 pounds, that any technician can handle alone. Done. Everything configured in seconds. For those who live this, it is priceless. Paul, the process engineer, said that when they switched to Hardy, he finally felt he was in control of the situation. Knowing with total clarity that the process will respond perfectly, even before you start injecting super expensive materials into the line, brings immense relief. It is efficiency operating at the maximum level. And now our part 4, perfect automation integration, understanding how this data connects to the factory network. Mapping the primary integration with partners like Rockwell Automation, we see that the famous PLCs such as Control Logics and Compact Logics communicate effortlessly using pre-configured profiles and interface screens that come ready to use. What does this mean in practice? The automation team escapes those endless hours writing complex lines of code. The hardware is recognized and starts operating practically right away. Scalability is also here. From plug-in modules and processors, we have solutions that go directly into the main chassis, processing numerous channels to highly configurable controllers, all focused on high-speed data transfer via industrial Ethernet networks. Weight stops being blind information in the corner of the factory and becomes intelligent data, visible on the centralized panel of the entire operation. Arriving now at our final session, Part 5, Real Impact on Manufacturing. Let's talk about the return on this investment in intelligent weighing. Here are the impact numbers, and they speak for themselves. We are talking about calibrations up to 4 times faster, diagnostics with speed up to 5 times higher, total setup time that is cut in half, and the most impactful of all, the routine becomes 7 times safer for employees. When we eliminate the need to drag heavy iron and deal with vibration, closing this managerial perspective, Peter, the plant manager states that with Hardy, he is sure that cost, precision, and efficiency are aligned to meet operational goals. At the end of the day, opting for this intelligent technological architecture drastically reduces long-term costs and dialogues exactly with what the board seeks: solid profitability.